Hey everybody, hello, happy Monday. Welcome to Magnolias. It's a live design day in downtown Norfolk. My name's Amy. We're in Nebraska. I should probably say that too. If you're a new watcher and you haven't watched our live event before, welcome, welcome. On Mondays, I like to do live designing flower arrangements. So when you are a DIYer and you want some creative ideas, this is the place to jump on every Monday at noon. Kate's going to drop the links from home. She's working on all the new things, getting everything organized for the week. It's going to be a busy week. We get a whole week this week instead of the partial from like last week. We were all spoiled, weren't we? So today I've got a little bit of a mess going on. Let me make sure I show you all the things, but in specific order here. So I'm going to set a couple of these items aside and come back and grab them. We have a lot of new items that just arrived recently. So I was going to show you the new arrivals because I know how much you love new arrivals. That is what we're going to focus on today, and then what you can do with them. So I'm going to set these new things off to the side over here. And our first design project of the day is going to be this really cute swag here. I better pull up your comments because I'm not going to be able to see them very well. Kate will probably add the links. She can probably answer some questions from where she's at. And I'll try to answer the questions as well here if I can get everything organized this morning. Oh, I don't even have the right Facebook account open. That probably would help. Anyway, it's going to be a busy Monday, and our back room is still receiving Christmas freight, and a little bit of this fall freight came in, and I was really excited to get some of these new stems in because they were ordered and I forgot about them. And then when they arrived, I'm like, oh yeah, those are fantastic. We're going to love these. So let me show you a couple of new things here. This is fun because I don't even know what the regular price is on these little babies. They just showed up. Oh, $25.50. Okay. So our design project for the first one is going to be making a door swag. And it's not a hard design by any means. I can certainly whip it together pretty quick, but I thought you might enjoy the one idea I give you, and then there's tons of different things you can do with this new item. Let's see. Kate said the mic is buzzing. Check the cords. Could be, could be. Let me see if I can walk around and double check what's happening with that. And I'll probably shake the camera. We're going to push on everything and make sure it's plugged in, because I did have a problem getting it plugged in today. Is that better, Kate? I don't know. We'll just keep going here unless you tell me otherwise. I don't see any reason it would be buzzing. So, boy, a lot of people jumping on today. Hey, bam, everybody's here just like that. Thank you, everybody. Great ideas are coming your way. Absolutely. How are you today, Bev? And Jennifer's hanging out. She said almost a week since she caught a live. Maybe you're not working today, so you can hang out with me. That would be fun. So one of the new items that just arrived are these really slick little sunflower bundles. Let me shape them. These are brand new, just out of the box over the weekend. Thanks for jumping on today. Welcome. Say where you're watching from. It's always fun to see. Like Carol, she says she's in Tennessee today. Hey, Susan, you're on vacation. Where are you vacationing today? September's the perfect month for a vacation, I think. I'll be doing a little trip soon too. So here is the cream sunflower bundle. You can see it's a multi-stem situation here. And here is the other color. I don't know what we call this color name. These are $25.50 for a bundle. They are part of our fall sale, of course. They do disassemble if you just cut the little band. But otherwise, there's 3 blooms of a large sunflower. This color, what would we describe this as? It's kind of a beigey terracotta, but this little filler is more mauve. So it's like a warm mauve to terracotta tone here. This is a true beige. So really loving these colors. Now we're going to design a door swag, turning it this way. You could also do it as a vase drop-in. Not that I have the perfect size vase anywhere. This one might work. You could do it as a drop-in, add more if you like, or just buy it for display this way. Everything needs some shaping, so depending what you're doing with it, don't be afraid to give the stems some bends. They always look better if they're not stick straight. So if you're using it in the round, it does make a nice drop in. With having 3 flowers, it balances pretty well. I think it could certainly benefit from having more filler stems. Like we have the fun colors of Astilbe. You could put the sage with it. The lavender would look cool with it. And this color, the gray sage, would look more fallish also. So those options would give you some good filler if you want to make your vase nice and full. I think today we'll just focus on turning it into a wall piece because that's a little bit different and easier to do this for you just to describe it, but I'll show you how we can make this over here. So what we're going to design is a piece that I had already gotten underway, and it starts out with just that base, and then we're also going to use this stem and some ribbon that we sell. So this is the pampas grass spray, pampas grass, wheat and berry, and it is a nice filler stem that we've been using for a little while. $16.50 for this stem. So as an addition, the coloring already with my favorite little, I love these cocoa brown pieces in here. That's a pretty color combo to pair up with it, but it would also look amazing with the cream. So you could do this design with either product. We're going to use about 1 1/3 of this stem here to design it, and you can use the other piece to make a coordinating look, but I'm going to use one stem sweeping downwards and a little bit of a stem sticking up. Thanks there. Kate's dropped the link for your Astilbe. She says, happy Monday, ladies. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Our weekend was eventful and hoppin'. I actually felt like cooking yesterday since it was a rainy day. Some of you are getting a rainy day today. Is that what you're saying? Yesterday we had a rainy day, and so we didn't get outside stuff done, but I did make a lot of food for the week and got some tomatoes. More tomatoes. Does everybody have tomatoes coming out of their ears like we do? The whole family's got tomatoes everywhere. So I was helping my mom process all her tomatoes. And we made tomato soup, which turned out really good, if I don't say so myself. And I went to the farmer's market and got this amazing jalapeno cheddar loaf to make grilled cheese out of. Oh my God, it was so good. Great choice. Not that I should eat a ton of bread, but you know, needed a grilled cheese, right? So I'm going to just shape this a little bit by taking the stems, and you can kind of pull on them in this bundle. So I'm pulling the bud a little taller, so I'm getting the flowers to stagger is the goal here. That way they aren't all on a pile. Just a little bit of a stagger effect there. And then I shaped this stem, which is a paper wrap. So we're going to have this one set up as not outdoor safe because it's got this paper wrap stem in it. But if you're using your design out on the house underneath the awning or the eaves of your house, I'm sure it would be fine if it's not getting wet. That's the big thing, is that it doesn't get wet. So let's see, I showed the bricks, sunflower with the dahlia, and blue hydrangeas. What would you suggest instead of the blue? So question from Saturday. Lisa watched our porch pot live on Saturday, which was a lot of fun because we have a ton of cool porch pot supplies ready to go. With the dahlia and the sunflower that you're talking about, I don't have a dahlia around me, but I do have the sunflower that Lisa's referring to. So if you're wondering what else would go with that instead of blue, what if you just do cream with it, and the orangey colors look good with it. For instance, this stem would look really great. So Lisa's watching the outdoor show from Saturday, and that might answer your question. This is the maple leaf spray in orange and green. You could just go greens and oranges and use that along with that bright colored berry, and you'd have a really great, more traditional combo. Do you like that better? So that could work. Just conveniently happens to be behind me. All of this is getting cleared out because we're doing the Christmas production shortly. I know you're excited about that. So we've got to get our supplies lined up behind us and pull everything out so we can start designing Christmas. So I'm just ripping off. Do you see how this comes apart in 3 sections? I'm going to rip off one of the 3 sections here, retape it because, like I said, it's paper, and use that in the reverse to go with the vertical look here. So that's going to help us out with covering the stems a little bit, although I'm intentionally letting the look show the stems because it's like a hanging bundle. You know, it's okay to show that it's bundled and gathered. Hi Pam from Kentucky, how are you? Jennifer says she's got a hot day in the Netherlands. You're going to have a temperature drop, rain and thunder. We kind of had a temperature drop yesterday. We left the windows on the house open all day. I can't remember the last time we did that because it's just been too hot and humid. So it was really a nice change of pace. Got some flies because we had the doors open, but... Oh, Renee says she's making grapes. Wow. Trying to use up tomatoes with chili. Yeah, chili is what my brother said. It's time for chili. That was his plan. Chilly weather, because I suppose that goes hand in hand with football. Is that why? I'm taping up some wires quick here so I can get my wires all organized. Then we're just going to take that little piece and lay it vertically, and that's going to capture right here. If I put the wire across, we're going to capture all our stems in one fell swoop, and we have to remember to form a hanger. So this long wire will become part of my hanger. And then we're going to hide our mess with a bow. So this is a nice full bow with lots of loops and lots of tails. Our ribbon, we do sell a lot online. If it's a fall ribbon, it's on sale. I'm assuming this ribbon isn't necessarily a fall ribbon. This is the jute ribbon that has the little black pinstriped edge. Let me show you. It's $10 a bolt, and that little woven edge is really cute. It also has nice body. It's got a monofilament in it instead of wire at the edge, but that gives it some good, it swoops and lays nicely. So we're going to do some loops here, probably about 4 on each side. We'll be consistent with everything. This ribbon can be used any time of the year. I bet you could even blend it with some of the Christmas designs we'll be doing this year. There's a lot of Christmas to be made. We got to get started pretty quick. It's going to take forever to do Christmas. It takes so much stuff to get built up in our system so that just to have enough for you guys. Marga said it's below 100 where she lives for the first time in a long time. Wow. Those hot temps have just been hard on everything. So I'm not surprised if a lot of people are ready to go do planters outside because if we had real stuff, it's really fried by now. So if you're just jumping on, hey, welcome. I see we have a lot of viewers today. Thanks for hanging out. If you are new, welcome to the Monday Live Design. My name's Amy. We're at Magnolia's in Norfolk, Nebraska, and our retail stores, 4,000 square feet of cool stuff for your house. If you are a DIYer, you'll love our stems, our ribbon, all the indoor-outdoor plants, bushes, and decor that goes along with fall. We do have 15% off right now, fall florals and decor. So the sunflower bundle and the little bundle that I just laid behind here, both 15% off today. When you pop them in your cart, you're going to see that discount. You can shop magnoliasonline.com is our website, shopmagnoliasonline.com, and see everything we carry. You've got a lot of choices right now. We're going to start letting it dwindle a little bit here as we prepare to bring in Christmas. That's the next thing. We go straight from fall to Christmas in a very speedy amount of time, but one thing we know about you guys is you like to buy early, so we got to make sure we get it going early. Exactly. Julia says she's excited for Christmas. And you know, most people are, if you're watching online, usually you guys are always about it. If it's in-store people coming in to browse, sometimes they don't want to see these seasons too far ahead because you pop in the store and it's kind of going to be in your face pretty soon. We're going to get that Christmas out. So it's going to be, it's going to have to be necessary for us to get on track with the volume we have to get out for you. Oh my goodness, there's going to be so much. Okay, so I just crafted a quick little hanger on the back to get it on your door. If you want to hang this on your door, it will be fine if it's covered and protected. We're just not saying that it's outdoor safe to hang out in the elements because it is paper wrap stems. So some of these stems would be more prone to fading and the paper would be damaged if it got wet. So here is a little shaping going on. A finished product. Now the price point on this guy, what did we have for the price on these? I figured it up. Then I lost it. Did I lose the price tag? Well, Kate knows because I told her in advance. And we can make many and we can put this up to sell. Sorry, I guess we'll have to watch to see what she posts. So whether you design it with the cream or with this color that we don't really have a name for, it would work really well either way. That same stem would look beautiful with either color. I'll lay that on there again so you can see it. Here's my extra little pieces. So all of this would be just as pretty with cream as it is with this rosy beigey mauve terracotta situation. All the colors in there. Isn't that pretty? So these are ready to go. Let's see, it's on sale for $63 because it comes up on sale automatically since our fall sale of 15% is going on now. If you want to put this between doors, guys, this is a good choice. It's very flat. We have lots of conversations about what fits between doors in here. So FYI, this whole piece is easily under 5 inches. And if you compressed it between doors, it wouldn't look bad. So it will stand it if it needs to go in a 3.5 inch space. Exactly. Oh yeah, Janet says her tulips are, her petunias are dying down. She's got the mums out. I saw Janet's beautiful mums at her house. They looked so good. The comparison between real and artificial was amazing. If you are not a member of the Magnolias VIP page, go check it out and ask to be a member of our private Facebook group. It's called Magnolias VIP. You can search for it, or maybe Kate will put a link, but it's where we can post pictures ourselves for fun of new things and let you know first if you're a VIP member, or other members jump on and let you know what they've designed with things or how you've come up with your displays in your house. It's just a lot of fun information. Kathy Dippold, you posted a very funny meme the other day. I liked that little saying about the scale. What was it? She was lying. I put her in the corner. You'll have to check it out. Anyway, that's the Magnolias VIP private Facebook group. So let's move on to another look. That's the new sunflower bundle that just came in. If you just buy the bundle plain, it was regular price $25.50, on sale now. And the spray behind it was $16.50, also on sale. You know what else I'm just seeing? There are some new baskets that have come in that I was going to show you today. They're willow baskets. This is one of them. I bet we could really make a cool drop-in using this in this new willow basket. So we've got a very fun combination of willow baskets. Here's the long tapered one that I failed to get the price because it was online, but I didn't see the price as I was looking past it. And then we also have these two things here. Whoops. While I almost unplug everything and grabbing. So all of these just arrived. This is the real deal, authentic willow baskets. We have a large and a small hanging wall basket, $51.50 for the willow wall basket, small, and $59.50 for the large. $51.50, $59.50. And those have a little hinged handle. You can see it would flop down. It can hang from the handle. There's metal fittings there. It's very sturdy. The whole thing's constructed on a wire frame, so I can't even squeeze it. These guys are really made well. And this one is the one I don't have the price on, so we'll see what pops up here. But this long, narrow tapered one would look really fun designed up. I'm going to use the large of the set of 2 here. And you can think about these and be creative with them on your own. I think that today I'm not going to have enough time to make all the cool ideas I can think of. We're just going to have to make a couple. Edit, right? They are good baskets. Thanks for joining us, Sheila. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. Where are you from? Where are you watching from today? It's always fun to have new people hanging out with us. New products today. This just hit the online store. These are $22.50. This is the most fun French blue color ever. I've been waiting on these all season. So this is the brighter blue tone. I'm going to say French blue for the best color description. It's not a dusty gray blue like our hydrangea that we've been showing. You can see the difference here, but it does have a berry that matches it really well. It's a little bit brighter. It's going to go with our authentic autumn collection. So it's not navy, it's not dusty blue, it's, you know, what do you want to call it? There you go. Hopefully the color is rendering correctly on your phone. And Renee, no one's here to unpack freight today, so if we got the purple cabbages, the girls will get them out Tuesday, Wednesday. But I do see there is a giant pile in the garage of new freight, so we'll keep working on it. We'll keep working on it. So these came in the 2 colors you see here, cream and blue. $22.50 is the regular price. I think they come up on sale for $19.13 each. There are 7 blooms per bush here. So they're nice and full, and they're not overly tall. The stems themselves are maybe shorter than some of our sunflower bushes. This one is 17 inches from the tallest point to the bottom, and the average size on these flower blooms, which are all the same size, I'd say, they're about a 5-inch bloom. Does that help you out? So 2 colors just arrived. While supplies last, no restocks on these. It's just going to be when they're gone, and they came in late. They came in late. So, oh good, Marty says she's gotten great ideas from our designing. I love to design. I could do it all day, every day. Jennifer, French country blue, I would say you might be right. That's a good description. I'm going to use the cream one. I've already got a chunk of foam and a little moss on top of it. The foam is both glued and wired into the basket. And this one is going to just sink all the way down into the foam. I'm probably going to need my display stand here to design this. Put this over to the side. So the blue one would also work well with lots of bright, I would put that with a lot of yellow. I think it would look great with a lot of goldy yellow. Here we go. We're going to have this little wall thing here to work on. That will help us out. And get the heads all shaped out so you can see them. It's going to go a lot faster if I don't cut this apart. So I'm just going to leave it in one segment and just work with shaping it. So I feel like this thing is going to need a nice full end result. We're going to put this bundle of is this the wash pumpkin spray? I think this is the orange wash pumpkin spray. And this is $22.50. This is 33 inches long for the stem. We use these a lot in floral designs intact, but this one's going to get cut in half so I can do better placement of the little gourd and pumpkin. So let's just give it a snip and decide one gourd's going one way and this pumpkin needs to go down. So I want him to sit and trail like this. There we go. Okay. So I'm thinking if I can just, sometimes these wires are really firm. If I can get it to bend, it's just going to be maybe a piece that hangs beside your door, or at the end of a hallway on a wall. Maybe it's a great little kitchen accent, but it's going to be too wide to fit in between doors. You would definitely need it to hang on the outside of a door or just somewhere on the wall. So let's get that gourd and that pumpkin situated. Decide where the sunflower heads go in relation to the gourds and the pumpkins. There we go. It's going to be needing to have height. I can see that already. There's a berry that looks really good with this look. Where did I lay it? I was kind of hurrying to get all my stuff gathered. I know we're going to use this weathered string of pearls, but we don't need the whole thing. I just need part of it, and I want to use this berry with it, which is a great match for the other sunflower. Before I go messing with this berry, let me show you. This is one of our blueberries. We still have two different styles of blueberries. So this is the color of the blueberry with the sunflower. If you're going to do anything and need these two things together, they look great. Just making sure I've told you that. This is that blueberry that has the green leaves on it, and the other blueberry is called gray. So this is the one that doesn't have the word gray in the name, blends perfectly. We're going to use that because our design collection called Authentic Autumn, which all of you have probably heard of all three of our collections by now. That is a muted orange, muted blues, creams, all in a very bright fall look. Something a little bit more cheerful, should we say. Cheerful would be the best way to describe it. So I'm going to just pop that stem in there and wind it around so that this color appears up high, like this. And we'll get some leaves up there, and then a little bit of draping also down low. And again, this is the weathered string of pearls item. Let's see, I'm going to snip off, I don't know which one's the longest here, but it's going to look good. That's a good chunk. 2, 3. There's kind of like 4 good chunks if you were to snip it apart. And add that so it drapes. Ooh, it looks good contrasting against the leaf. I like how it lays across the leaf there. Looks good to me. Let's flop a smaller piece over the other side. Let's see if we can do that here. A little bit smaller section. And I'll put that out. So we kind of have 2 areas here for draping. There we go. The blueberry is nice and viney. I always like lots of vines draping around. So we used about half of that bush. Can do the rest of it, something else with the rest of it. There we go. And I think, because I like it on the bright side here, we're going to use this tone of Astilbe. This is a green sage bundle. These are regular priced items, but they're kind of nice because you can, if you cut the bundle apart, it's 3 specific stems here. It is fine to use this outside if you're doing outdoor porch pots, and it comes apart really easily, so you have a big showy chunk of a plastic filler here, which works slick outside, but I like the texture. Look how nice that fills in. Just fills it real fast. It's got nice spiky texture, keeps everything looking a little weedy. Probably I just need 2 of the 3. And this one will look good off to the side here. I wonder if this is going to need ribbon. We do have a blue pumpkin ribbon that would look cute in here. Doesn't seem like it needs it. However, just needs a little shaping so the berries show for sure. So far, so good. It's hard to get it all on the camera. I just need something up on the top, spiking up a little bit. I'm going to use one of these leaves here. So this is a 3-leaf section, $9.50. Outdoor safe. I like the muted orange. It blends really well with that pumpkin spray. And I just need, basically, we're not going to be wasting this because I can make more and use the rest of these supplies in another one here. But if it was at your house and you're buying the supplies, you just have a couple little extras now that you can make something coordinating. Let's put that up top. This will give it the height it needs. And the berries will stand out really well against these orange leaves. So basically, that's it, guys. It doesn't need to be overdone. Just needs to have the fullness to stand alone on the wall and look showy. Let's try this again here. If I hold it up, can you see it okay? Pretend that's a door. It will look good on a door. You'd have to probably use an over-the-door hanger and then secure it by wiring it to the hanger. Or if you're lucky, you could maybe wire this to a door knocker. That sometimes works. And also when you hang it on the wall, the profile it's going to stick away from the wall and be very full. So if you have a spot that just needs filling, like a corner, wall pockets can be great for corner decorating. Maybe your television is angled in the corner or a piece of furniture is angled in the corner and both sides of the corner just seem flat when you only hang art. So dimensional pieces are always great as corner items. And again, that was the wall pocket. I better cut the tag off. This is the large wall pocket for $59.50. That's available. There's also the smaller size for $51, I think. And then the long, narrow willow wall pocket. So lots of choices just arrived. Very glad we got them done for the, finally got them in for the fall season because I really wanted the wall baskets for fall. Sharon, this could be outdoor safe. I think if it did get damp, none of these things would really be hurt, but most likely it's going to be in a protected area and everything in it will be fine in that case for sure too. So we will call it outdoor safe. Now I did add that up before I got started so that you would know the total price. This is $164.50 and that is the price before the sale, $164.50 for the Sunny Fall Wall Basket is what it's called. The Sunny Fall Wall Basket with the cream sunflowers. You could also do a variation with the blue. Just switch it up a little bit. See what you think. And we will be able to sell a couple of these depending on how fast the wall baskets leave. I don't remember how many I ordered. I ordered them a long time ago, I think in June or just, yeah, I think I ordered those in June. So one of the other things that came from this vendor that we were waiting on, very excited to get this in, is this cool new Pampas Grass collection here of 2 items in the collection. This one is $29.50. It's, I think it's called a table wreath, but it's kind of like a candle ring. It actually, Kate, could go in the candle ring category because the center of the opening, the ring that it's made on, is 5.5 inches here, and the whole thing, tip to tip, without shaping it too much, should come up to be about 17. So 5.5 inches in the middle, 17 inches overall. It's either a baby wreath or it can be a candle ring, whichever you want to call it. I love the color of it, and it has, it's a plastic base with the flocking over the top of it, but it has a completely wired structure. So if we wanted to use it as a ring around, do I have any kind of candle over here? No, I don't. That would be helpful if we had a candle in a jar, for instance. This would look really good. Oh, I do have a pumpkin. Could probably sit a pumpkin in here. Let's check that idea out. Could be a nest for a pumpkin. $29.50 is the regular price. And does that come up on sale? Is it it might be a regular priced item because Pampas Grass is a regular priced item around here. So these little resin pumpkins just came in green. Oh yeah, that could be cute in there. Can be a little pumpkin holder. This is a brand new one, $19.50 or $18.50 is the price on this. It's a resin pumpkin. It looks like foam, but it's actually constructed of resin. So it's going to be a hard surface. Not the kind you'd be able to stick a steak in, but a really pretty green. It's going to go in our authentic autumn look. And if you want to use this to set pumpkins in, this pumpkin is little, it would hold a bigger one. This is a little one at 6.5 inches. I bet an 8-inch pumpkin would sit in here really nice and proportionate too. So that piece just showed up, both the pumpkin and the candle ring idea. The other piece that came in that coordinates with it, I was just checking how it looked around this garland, is the long trailing garland. So we are selling out quickly of all of our other pampas grass items, but this one's arrived just in the nick of time. So this is a plastic stem, and it's going to be flexible. It doesn't have wires sticking out. I don't know if you can tell how it's constructed. It's like a white painted plastic tube, and all these things are inserted in it. So it has not strong body, but it does move around nicely, and then the little pampas fronds are wired. So these things will hold shape, but the base that it's built on really doesn't, if that makes sense. The length of it, not on this tag. Well, it must be at least 6 foot long. It's pretty good sized. So I was trying to line it up with my other stems to see how it lays out. Yeah, it's 6 feet long. Just this color, and if you wanted to put it outside, you could. I don't ever recommend this flocked stuff because everything sticks to it. Weeds stick to it, dirt sticks to it, so it's not the best for outdoor use, but it would be beautiful inside. And yeah, it would look good with the eucalyptus behind me. Jennifer's got a sharp eye. Good idea, Jennifer. This is that sage eucalyptus. It also comes in amber. Yeah, that would look great in there. So you could take one stem and blend it into the little candle ring wreath, or you could cut pieces and work it through the garland. Oh, that could be really sharp. Actually looks good with the pumpkin. Good call. This is that sagey green situation that we've restocked a couple of times because it's such a popular color. I know this is on sale. So very good combination blended in there. What I was going to do was put it with this one. This is the, we call this little stem. This is the pumpkin foliage and cone garland. This is a little shorter, 5 feet long. But when it is shorter like that, you can take the garland and twist the longer piece around the shorter piece. So that works pretty slick. Let's try it and see what happens here. We're just going to flip this around and roll it very lightly, not a lot of twists, just a couple, maybe 3 flips. Probably going to aim to tuck it behind this pumpkin. That would work. This will really give it some more fullness. Since this pumpkin garland tends to be very compact, the pampas edition will now make it look very beefy and full. Could become a good table runner. If you want to do that, actually, if you had a TV console, that would look beautiful on the television console. Pretty together, not hard to blend it. Just have to get it lined up and flip it all around there. Then once you get it twisted, you'd want to go back and shape all these pieces out and get them to lay just the way you want. So if it's going on a fireplace, you'll have a front, you'll want everything shaped to the front. And my base garland here didn't get shaped either, but this is the one that comes with the pumpkins in it. So they really show up better when you get the pampas grass with them there. Really cute. So that's the new pampas garland. And what are the gourds called in this garland? Good question. This is just a regular pumpkin with a fun stripe to it. I know some of ours have little crookneck squash shapes in there. This is just all pumpkin shapes in this one. Let me untwist it and try it with something else. Boy, you know, when Jane's been doing our plum wildwood, this kind of thing would look really pretty added. The lavender astilbe could be added, and it would get that little bit of plum tucked in there. It would be really sharp too, if anybody's doing plum at your house with fall this year. It's been popular here in the store. Whenever we make it, people snap it right up. So I know we've sold a lot. Let me try this in another vine and just see how it looks. I haven't actually had a chance to check it out myself to see what it will do. And it just came in, like I said, over the weekend, so brand new. There's another pumpkin garland. This is the washed pumpkin garland here. That's all light and neutral. The regular price on this one, can I see my display? Not quite. 42 was the, this garland was 42, regular price. This garland is a little out of my line of sight. Let's see if I can quick look at it. No, it does not have a price tag. So this garland is a little bit more, but the length is going to match up really well because this is much longer. So the washed pumpkin garland here, if we were to twist this through, I probably, since they're the same length, would not wrap too much because I don't want to use up the length. I think I would just weave it back and forth like this. Looks like that's what it needs. And we could use the pumpkins to do that. So flipping it left to right, working it around the pumpkins, and then once you get it, the stems laid together, you'd go back and reshape everything, twisting and shaping so that they are integrated. So you get the idea. If we lift this and separate everything, you'll get the leaves to show, and this washed pumpkin garland, which is very, very light. Could have blueberries added to it. You could leave it completely neutral, or dark brown. Don't have any around me. Dark brown would look really good added in here. Just something airy, like our thistle spray in chocolate would look really good with it. Okay, pretty combo. Really full if you add that in. Let's see, I don't know if I ever got the price on that garland, so hopefully you can click the link and find out how much that is. I just have been running since I walked in the door today. One more thing I want to try with this, because I haven't been able to see all the variations. So that's the washed pumpkin garland there. Love it. Denise likes the purple and lavender. I know we've got a lot of purple people out there. That's kind of what happens around here. We get onto a color group, and just based on the response, we learn quickly what people are excited about. So sometimes we change our plan a little bit. So this is the pretty darker color. It's going to show up a lot better. Darker textured. This is the eucalyptus and oats and berry spray. It has the chocolatey, not really chocolate. What do we call this color? Cognac brown. Oats in here. Berries and eucalyptus. I'll show you close up. There you go. That garland is the one of the items available. We also have a wreath available made out of this. That's a larger door size. The length on this one is a little shorter than this garland, so you'd have to center it. But if you laid that in and shaped it, that would look amazing. We're going to be sad that this just showed up now that other things are all selling out. I could have used this earlier. Very pretty. Well, I'm sure you guys can blend these together and come up with a great look at your house also. But there's a little quick peek at how it would look blended. I like that a lot. Really pretty. Love it. And the garland that I'm using, Marilyn, I'm sorry, I maybe just need to find and scan it. Let's see. DIY look, fall stem garlands, sale garlands. So I think it's called the deluxe garland with pampas grass. I can't click the link while I'm watching the video. Okay. Check out the garland link and it'll take you to the rest of them so you can see the price on the pampas garland and the pampas candle ray, which looked like this. New stuff. I am always all about it. When you get new things in, I just want to start designing immediately, but that isn't always the case around here. Sometimes I've got to actually run the store and do stuff that involves displays and all kinds of buying, as you know. So that's the oats garland, and then the last garland option to twist with it would be this one. What are we calling this one? This is the one with the Autumn Beach. Good, Eucalyptus Autumn Beach. This is only 48 inches long. It's $39.50, and that would be a great choice too. So the differences in our garlands here, this one has the gold beech leaf worked in it. It also has oats in a light color and then a rustberry. The one I was just using has dark colored oats, light colored leaves in a beige color, and then cocoa eucalyptus. So there's not a lot of extreme differences in that this one's only 48 inches long, this one is longer, and that dark chocolate brown in here contrasts, and this one's got more of the golden rust. So both of those would look amazing in the eucalyptus, in the pampas grass here. Love that look. And I could also cut pieces of it to work in the matching candle ring or wreath and keep going with that. We're definitely going to have to get creative and start making some things, but we just received that stock and they have just arrived. Okay, beautiful. So at Jennifer's suggestion, I wonder what would happen if we worked all these together. Let me try a little section, and we'll make this one for sale and see what it comes out to be. So if we have a short garland here, I can probably shape it a little bit, stretching it. And if I use a couple of these little eucalyptus sprays, we could cut it apart and wire it together. But I think what would really look awesome is also using the Sage Astilbe. So what if we blend these four components, the sagey gray Astilbe, the gray-green eucalyptus, this new deluxe pampas spray, and this beach garland here. I think that might be the way to go. So if we did, if this is a little short, I'm going to lay this out and cut it into a little chunk situation here so I can stretch it. Put these on the end. And if we're doing garlands, we're really generally just wiring, wiring, wiring. That is the best way to get them to integrate. So let's try this idea here. Put this one, and then alternating the different pieces as we go. The eucalyptus is sold out. Oh, I just cut it. That's not good. Never mind, I can't use this. Okay. Whoever bought this, I'm sorry I cut it in half. Now I've messed it all up. This is what happens when I don't look at the orders when I start working on a Monday, because I know people shop over the weekends. Thanks. Okay, let's try it with just the Astilbe and see what that does. So before I make anything on a Monday, I really need to check all my inventory levels and only talk about stuff we have a lot of. Of course, that's the way that goes. People shop on the weekends. And the closer we get to Christmas, the more people shop on the weekends. I'm going to put a couple wires here and try this Astilbe. Okay. I would say if I was doing a fireplace mantle, this would look really pretty because your front edge of your pampas is going to drape over the fireplace nicely. The way this is designed and wired, when you get it in place, you can take the little pampas pieces and tip them so that they'll trail down over the edge of the fireplace. You can see how it kind of wants to do that. So it's going to be a good one for fireplace mantle designing. Plus, I don't know why you couldn't use it for Christmas. If this were blended with pine and red berries, ooh, that'll be sharp. It'll be long gone by Christmas time around here, but it's a nice idea, isn't it? Let's put another one in. So you get the idea, guys, how versatile this pampas base is. When you combine all of our base garlands together, you can get completely different looks just by blending garlands. I might have to have that as the topic of another live because people love the ideas of how these different things blend, and I haven't done that in a while, have I? This is going to be a good look. A little dusty, a little neutral. So if you love the basic colorless fall concept, you will love our Wildwood collection, which is just all light and neutral colors. That is where this look will go when we get it done. I don't have the price point on this because I don't know how much a still bee it's going to take to fill this in. But tomorrow when Jane's here, we'll turn this into a design and we'll get back to you on the price. We'll get it put online. If anybody's interested in something I'm showing, you can always send us a message so we can figure out how to get you the item you're looking for. And when I'm making things live on these design days, there's nobody here to put things in. So we're going to have to add it tomorrow on this one. So Kathy's on top of it. She's got her garlands already, the eucalyptus garlands and stems. You got to buy early around here. I think that's the truth, isn't it, Kathy? With our product purchasing, our space, and our ability to ship, we just do reorders, but at some point we're stopping the reorders. So now we're just going to call it done. So this is going to be a great combo. We will finish it up on Tuesday and get it in the online store eventually. If it's something you want to make sure you get a price and an option to purchase it, send a message to the store. And when Jane gets it done and priced out, we'll tell you how much they are. It looks like it'll be 6 feet long, and we might need to use maybe 1.5 of that garland to fill it. But it's really a pretty combo. Love the basic look of it. All right. Well, hey, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out today. We will have Christmas coming soon. Kate and I were just talking about it today. Give us a couple more weeks. We're organizing it. We got to make sure when it rolls out that it all is online working properly and in a collection. So I'm excited to get started on that. It's September. That means it's time to start working towards the Christmas collections next. So take advantage of some of these new fall items. They are on sale. And you can catch up with me tomorrow live at 5. Kate and I will be here doing more new things on Tuesday night. So thanks everybody for joining me today. I'm going to run around and hit the camera here and call it a Monday. We're going to move on to the next things. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Take care.